vintage Santa blow mold head, and as you can see, it's got some damage. I've already tried to clean it up. It was really dirty. Anyway, someone's tried to repair it with hot glue, but that didn't work. So I'm gonna attempt to kind of make a cast over it with some paper towels and Mod Podge. This is just an experiment. We're gonna see what happens. As you can see, I took some paper towel with some Mod Podge on it, just this stuff, or you know, it's used for decoupage, and I'm just putting that on there almost like a cast, and when it dries, it'll dry clear and hard. It'll be just almost as hard as this plastic stuff. But anyway, this part wasn't as round as I wanted it to be, so I added a couple more layers to build it up a little bit. I may do that again. Of course, once this dries, I can come back and touch up the paint and give him a nice glow. Right now, I'm going to try this part over here, see if I can't do something about that. I went ahead and added a couple more layers too, as I was to get it a little bit more round. It still had a dip in it right here where the hole was, so I'm thinking this might work. We'll just keep on going. It's hard for me to hold the camera with this Mod Podge on my hand, and I don't know where the GoPro thing is. Anyway, we're gonna try this. Now I'm gonna try this spot over here, see if I can't do something like that. Be right back. It's not very professional, but I'm just going to take a paper towel and lay it over the hole, and then take this Mod Podge and smear it all over it until I get it like a cast, like I did on his nose. Okay, here it goes. So as you can see, I'm like building with my paper towels and my Mod Podge, and I know it's messy, but it's better just to use your fingers than a brush, because you can really get in there and push on it, get it on there. Anyway, I'm gonna just keep working on this until I can get it nice and smooth. It's just like cast. If you've ever had a broken bone when they put a cast. But I could have probably used a plaster cast, but this is kind of going to be the same effect and probably really not as messy, because it's going to dry clear and hard, hopefully. And I know you're wondering, well, how will you weatherproof it? There's like a clear polyurethane type spray, clear coat that we can spray over it after it's been painted. But I may just use it in a covered area where it's not going to be in the rain, because I just wanted to try to salvage this. I love blow molds, and this one's definitely a vintage piece, and I just hate to throw something out. I know some people probably think it's trash, but they're kind of hard to find now, or if you do find them, they're pretty pricey. So I'm gonna try to repair this one. It belonged to my late aunt, and I just like to keep it if I can get it to look good. But excuse my fingers, they got dirty trying to clean them off, but it's okay. It's gonna have Mod Podge all over it anyway. Okay, so see, I've got a hole exposed there. I am just going to keep building the layers. I can even come back and put kind of like, see how he's kind of got some curl, so put some texture there with the paper towel. Alright, I kind of need both hands. I'll be back in a minute. I am trying to just make a good thick casting over that broken part of the blow mold. And I find that when you're working with stuff like this, it's better to just use kind of little torn pieces. Don't try to use perfect edges because it's easier to hide the sharp edges if you just kind of tear little pieces. Like there was more of a broken spot here, so I made it a little thicker, and I may go back and put a couple more layers. You just take a paper towel like this, and I'll show you. Tear off the face. And you just put it wherever it needs to be thicker, and just continue to smear more on with your finger. I mean, I guess you could use a paintbrush, but it's not very fun. I mean, it's fun to get it all over you. Anyway, I know people are thinking, why didn't she just throw that away and go buy a new one? Well, this is kind of a vintage one, and I just want to keep it, and it's a challenge to see if I can fix it. Like a good repair or surgery. Fix him up. I've done this before on other things. I've done this on just other things that had holes in them. Just fix it. You can do anything if you just try, and if you don't know how, just keep trying until you get it right. Or research. I didn't have to research because I've done this before, but if you don't know, research something and try it. Might save you a little bit of money. Okay, so I'm gonna keep working on this with my fingers till I get it more smooth. Just kind of wanted to show you where I was at on that. And if you get a little piece like that you don't like, you can either take it off and throw it away, or you can just keep smearing it in there, or rip off another piece and whoop, cover it over and just keep going. Whoop, that came off. And my Mod Podge. I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but like I said, I'm just improvising and just seeing if I can even do this. It's just like a challenge for me. So I love repairing something. Less things in the landfill, and it's just nice to be able to save a vintage piece like this. Okay, I'll be right back because I need both fingers, and this one's really yucky, and I've already gotten glue on my phone, so I'll be right back. So as you can see, Santa's nose. This will dry pretty quickly, and I'll try to add some paint. Smooth it out, give him a nose job, didn't I? Okay, now, and I like how this turned out. It's some old glue from before, but anyway, I'm liking how this turned out. Kind of even looks like the little curls in his beard. I've reinforced some of the places, see, were a little weak. But when this dries, it'll be hard. It'll be nice and solid. And if not, I'll just come back and repeat this over and over until I get a nice thick surface to work with. Okay guys, I'm back, and I'm going to try to paint Santa's nose to kind of match, and I've just got like some pre-mixed pink paint and some white, titanium white, and I'm going to just kind of try to blend this in. And I know it's too dark. I'm going to add some white here in a minute, and I could have mixed it, but when I paint, I just kind of like to mix the paint on whatever I'm painting as I paint. But anyway, I may end up coming back and going over. He's pretty beat up in spots, so I'm thinking I might just repaint him in spots. It's gonna be a little red, but See, I think that might paint up pretty nice. And then I can just clear coat the whole entire Santa and he'll be like new. So, I'm gonna see what I can do with his face and see how that looks. And I will let you know. But let me add a little white because it's hard to, I've still not mastered the GoPro. So, I'm still using my phone. Open with one hand. Okay. I'm just gonna add a little white on here and kind of mix it as I go. Is this proper? No, but I've been doing art pretty much my whole life, so I just do what I want to do. You just have to do what you want to do. But see how it's kind of blending in there, and it's close. It's close to that color. And it doesn't have to be. See, it's pretty close. The main thing is that it's gonna not be broken, and it's gonna be fresh and new, and cute. So we like to have lots of lights displayed at Christmas. So, and again, I wiped this off really well with like Clorox wipes before I started. That way, it was good, clean, for the most part, surface to work with. Okay, so looks like I need a little bit more white in this. But as you can see, I mean, you can see it's coming around. A little bit more white to him. And I just keep doing it and blending until I get it the way I want it to look. I mean, art is art. It's just not perfect. You have to just keep working it till you get it like you want it. Might need a tiny bit of water in this if it gets too thick, because I kind of touched that Mod Podge, but okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'm probably gonna set this down here in a minute and be easier to work on. I just wanted y'all to know I was doing this because you didn't believe that I was actually preparing this. Okay, oops, I got some pink on your beard, Santa. I'm so sorry. But you know what? I'm gonna touch that up with white anyway, because I think he just needs a whole facelift, makeover, or whatever you call it. But I'm kind of digging that nose. It's way better than having a big hole busted in it. So it's a little thin there. We'll see if that'll thicken up. If not, we'll just go right back over it again and start over again. Just build it up with layers. But I think it's going to be okay. Looking real close, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to take a break for a second from filming and paint a little bit more, and I'll come back and show you where we're at. So I just wanted to say that I ended up having to get a little bit of water to thin that a little bit to get it to smooth on easier, and we really just need a light coating anyway. So this is the side I'm working on. Of course, once that dries, I'll come back and put a little rosiness to his cheeks. But I mean, I think it's really close. That paint, you can't really tell what is the original and what's not. And I mean, as far as value, I don't really care. This is just something I just was trying to save because I liked it. It's not like I'm restoring it to resell or anything like that. I just want to keep it. So, all right, I'm gonna keep working on him and see if I can't get him looking all handsome again. And again, if you add a little water, it'll help to smooth out those brush strokes, which you won't really be able to tell anyway, I think, when we're done. And I'm not worried about getting it on his hair because I'm going to go back and fix all that and his eyebrows and everything. Just giving him a total makeover. I think it's going to be a lot fresher and cleaner and look restored. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Here's the finished product. I repaired Santa's nose and his beard that was busted, and all I have left is to let the paint dry really well and then clear coat it, and I'll be able to hang him up and enjoy him this holiday season for Christmas. Merry Christmas, y'all.